Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Metropolis Radio. Today, we are talking about Netflix since they just announced when their ad-supported plan will not only launch, but how much it'll cost. And this article here coming from The Hollywood Reporter, published on October 13th of 2022. Netflix with ads will cost $7 a month and launch in November. Nielsen signs on for measurement. The streaming giant's ad tier, called Basic with Ads, will launch with 4 to 5 minutes of ads per hour. Nielsen will add Netflix viewership in the US to its digital ad ratings product in 2023. And believe me, guys, we will be circling back to Nielsen at the end of this video, but here we go. Netflix will launch its cheaper ad-supported tier next month at a price point that's less than half the cost of its standard plan. Netflix with ads will cost $6.99 per month in the US and will launch in 12 countries beginning in November, the company said Thursday. So Thursday, that would have been, just making sure, that would have been October 13th. I don't know why they just didn't put October 13th, but anyway. The new plan, officially called Basic with Ads, will complement its existing ad-free plans. Basic at $9.99 per month, Standard at $15.49 a month, and Premium at $19.99 a month. Other countries will have local pricing at all effectively the same price point. And I'm jumping over to an article in Variety here because they're actually showing a chart of the various prices, and if I can download this, I'll try to splash it up on the screen. If I can't download it, well, you're just gonna have to take my word for it. So Australia, it's launching at $6.99. Brazil, I don't know what their currency is. It's like 18.90 and whatever their currency was. Canada is $5.99 Canadian. France is what is that, €5, and I don't know what their cents are. Germany is $4.99, Italy's $5.49, Japan is 790 yen. I actually know the currency of Japan. Mexico is $99, 99 Mexican dollars. South Korea, 5,500, whatever their currency is. Spain is 549 euros. United Kingdom is £4 and 99 pence. I know that you're probably shocked that I know that. And obviously the US is $6.99. But okay, here we go. Back to the Hollywood Reporter article. Quote, "We believe that with this launch, we'll be able to provide a plan and a price for every Netflix fan," Netflix CEO Greg Peters told reporters at a virtual press conference Thursday. "The most important thing for us is that we want to offer consumers choice and for them to figure out what is the best offering for them, and that could mean some of our existing members shift off of ad-free plans." And Peters says that the new model will be in a position to benefit the company financially. Quote, "From a revenue perspective, we are relatively neutral or agnostic on it," Peters said. We have generally set out so that the revenue for subscription plus ad monetization is neutral to positive to subscription only with no ads. Boy, that's a fucking word salad. I don't know why you can't put it in plain English. That would be consistent with other offering from streaming services like Hulu. Netflix says that the service will have between 4 and 5 minutes of ads per hour, using 15 and 30-second commercial spots, including pre-roll ads and commercials within its TV shows and movies. Unlike the other tiers, the ad-supported tier will not allow users to download TV shows or movies. Some titles will not be available at launch due to licensing issues. So right off the bat, if you sign up for the ad-supported version of Netflix, you're already getting a neutered version. So what's the point of launching a cheaper version with ads if not all of your titles are going to be made available due to quote-unquote licensing issues? There will also be different approaches for different formats. Movies, for example, will get a slightly different experience. Quote, "The new movies will just have a pre-roll, so we will try to preserve that cinematic model there." Peters said, adding that older films may have some limited ads during the film. Jeremy Gorman, Netflix's president of worldwide advertising, said Thursday that Netflix is nearly sold out of all of its inventory, with hundreds of advertisers signed on for the launch. Quote, "It has been amazing to see the overwhelming interest in our ads," Gorman said, noting that every major category was represented. She added that Netflix will not accept political or policy ads. And with the launch of the advertising tier will come more transparency around what programs those viewers are watching, and this is a good point. Netflix also said Thursday that Nielsen will measure Netflix viewership in the US through its digital ad ratings DAR product beginning in 2023. Netflix will eventually be added to Nielsen's cross-platform measurement platform, Nielsen One. Netflix is also working with Double Verify and Integral Ad Science to verify viewability and traffic. Gorman told reporters that the data collected, quote, will only be used to support advertising on Netflix and won't be used to create profiles for targeting elsewhere. In my opinion, complete fucking bullshit. Sorry, but if you're gonna be data mining, we all know what you're doing with the data mining. What I can't wait for is the inevitable Netflix data breach, where all of a sudden all of this data that they've been collecting leaks out and causes, millions upon millions of dollars of damage. You thought that the Target data breach of 2015 was bad? Netflix could be way worse. The company says that at launch, advertisers will be able to target users by country and genre, and marketers will be able to prevent their spots from appearing in programs with content that may not align with their brand. The company will collect the age and gender of users at sign up, though it will not be targeted based on those factors at launch. See, if you're going to get age and gender, and you're saying that the data collected will only be used to support advertising on Netflix, but if you're going to get the age and gender, yes, they are absolutely data mining. Don't try to sugarcoat it. They're absolutely data mining. Based on a demo of the tier viewed by the Hollywood Reporter, Netflix's ad tier will look familiar to anyone who has streamed content on an ad-supported platform. After a user clicks watch, the ad will begin playing with a box in the corner featuring the ad tag and a countdown until the ad is over. Very similar to what's actually on Hulu right now. If you ever watch their live sports. Netflix surprised the entertainment business and many of its own employees in April when co-CEO Reed Hastings announced the plan to get into advertising during its quarterly earnings call. Blah, 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 blah. Peter says that the company is betting that new users will sign up and others will rejoin the service. As it rolls out password sharing crackdown, some of those users may move to the ad tier as well. And yes, some current ad-free subscribers could downgrade. Netflix's ad tier will debut November 1st in Canada and Mexico, with most other countries going live November 3rd, including the US, except for Spain, which launches November 10th. The US, Canada, UK, Australia, Brazil, Spain, Mexico, Korea, Japan, France, Germany, and Italy are the launch countries, with other countries to follow. Now, you guys probably clicked on this video because of the title alone, and that is my personal opinion that this ad-supported tier of Netflix is not going to work, and I believe this for three simple reasons. The first reason being is, look at all of the other AVOD services. For those that don't know what AVOD is, that is used to describe the free ad-supported the free ad-supported services. Think like Pluto TV, Tubi TV, Freevee, which was formerly known as IMDb TV. What are other ones? Plex would be considered. Crackle is another one. There's probably others that I'm not thinking of. But still, look at what all of those other services are doing. In lieu of taking a subscription fee, excuse me, I had something caught in my throat. In lieu of taking a subscription fee, the ads are going to play. So, in my opinion, most people are fine with the ads on Pluto, Tubi, Plex, solely because, hey, it's a free service. We're not paying an actual subscription fee to access the content, and they got to make money somehow. And if that's through advertising, then okay, that's through advertising. But what Netflix is doing is that they want you to pay, what was it? They want you to pay $7 a month to sit there through ads. Why am I going to pay Netflix $7 a month just to sit through ads? I had the exact same criticism when CBS All Access, now known as Paramount Plus, launched, when they had an ad-supported plan of $4.99 a month, and it was the ad-supported tier. It's like nobody is gonna pay to sit there and watch ads. I remember when Hulu used to be, Hulu used to be a free service that was entirely ad-supported. Then they switched to $5.99 a month, and there was massive amounts of backlash because they didn't get rid of the advertising. And then it wasn't until if memory serves me correctly, I believe it was 2011 or 2012 when Hulu finally came out with a no ads tier for $11.99 a month, and that's when a lot of people were signing up for Hulu. Again, Hulu started as a free service, then you had to pay a subscription fee. Whoops. You had to pay a subscription fee to sit there and watch the ads still. And then it wasn't until years later that they finally did an ad-free version. But anyway, I've dragged on for too long, so let's get to the second point. The second point is, and I think I've already touched on this, is that no one likes fucking ads. Okay, plain and simple. Nobody likes advertising. Like I just brought up a couple of minutes ago. I think most people are fine with advertising on Pluto TV, Tubi TV, Plex, Crackle, so on and so forth, because they're not taking an upfront subscription fee. But now you're paying the upfront subscription fee to still watch ads, which then leaves the question, well, why don't I just pirate the one or two shows that I was going to watch anyway and just avoid the fucking ads altogether? Problem fucking solved in that department. I have to wonder if Netflix, Paramount Plus, Peacock actually thought that far ahead, if whether or not, you know, their ad-supported tiers would encourage piracy. And I said this, you know, months and months ago when Netflix was just toying with the idea of an ad-supported version of their service. And I remember saying at the time that you need to make the ad-supported version of your service completely free, because if you do that, that will deter piracy. Because at that point, why not just install Netflix, especially if, let's just say, 99% of the content is going to be made available on the ad-supported service? Why the hell are you going to risk pirating shit? But now you want me to pay $7 a month for the privilege of sitting through ads on a streaming service like Netflix, where I may only watch one or two shows. So again, why don't I just go and sail the high seas, download the one or two shows that I watch on the service anyway, and not pay the monthly subscription fee to watch ads and not see a single ad altogether? Problem fucking solved. And here's the third and final point that I want to make about why I feel that the Netflix ad-supported tier won't work. And this is the 800-pound gorilla in the room for Netflix. Netflix originals are pure fucking dog shit. Okay, I really hate to break this to you. Okay, Netflix, you can add this ad support tier all you like because, we're not growing as much as we are. But here's the problem. How many Netflix originals are genuinely good? There's probably a handful of them, but most of the Netflix originals that were decent have either ended at this point or were prematurely canceled. And that's basically what Netflix originals are now known for, is that, they might get a season or two at the most, and then they're just going to prematurely cancel it. So why am I even going to bother to watch any Netflix original series until it has absolutely completed its run? And, perfect example of that is Jupiter's Legacy. I actually watched that when it came out, and other than a decent, the first season had a decent origin story, but there was absolutely nothing else in that first season to really keep somebody watching. It was entirely dependent on getting a season 2, season 3, season 4, season 5 greenlit in order to keep that show going. Well, season 2 never got greenlit, Jupiter's Legacy got canceled, and I just sat back and I wondered, well, gosh darn golly gee, why the hell did I even waste my time even watching the show? Seriously, this is the one 800-pound gorilla that they're not addressing, is that their original content is pure fucking crap. And an ad-supported tier is not going to is not going to alleviate that. I'm sorry, but that's just the reality. And guys, I actually want to end off this video positively, so I want to actually bring up the only good thing that's probably going to come out of this ad-supported Netflix tier, is that we will see real ratings. And what do I mean by that? Well, we did touch on the fact that, Nielsen signed on for, measurement for the ratings, because advertisers kind of want to know exactly how many people are watching each show. I remember when the news broke that Amazon announced that Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power was their most successful show on their streaming service, and some people were rejoicing. I'm sitting back and going, yeah, it's Amazon who owns the platform and produced the show let me restart. Amazon is reporting that Lord of the Rings of Power is the most watched show that they've ever had. So Amazon, who produced the show, spent, what was it, $1 billion producing that show, and also owns the platform. Yeah, do you think that maybe they have an incentive to fluff the numbers? Because who's going to call bullshit on them? There's no third party, ratings management to fact check Amazon on that. The only thing that we have really going for it, the only thing that we have that's even close to ratings are internet searches, and that doesn't necessarily prove that people are watching Lord of the Rings of Power. What that could prove is that those people are seeking out the content that is, Amazon's Lord of the Rings of Power absolutely sucks. Episode 5 review, Episode 6 review, blah, 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 blah. That could be what those people are searching for. They're not wasting their time watching Amazon's Lord of the Rings of Power on Amazon Prime Video. No. So again, who's going to fact check Amazon? But if all of these streaming services are going to start having an ad-supported tier, we are going to start seeing the real ratings, which in my opinion, good. And we will see who's been fluffing their numbers and who's been honest from the beginning. And in my opinion, none of these streaming services have been honest from day fucking one. And guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it right there before I drag this out way longer than it needs to be. If you stuck around this long, thanks so much for doing so. And if you've been following me long enough, I'm terrible at ending these videos, so I will just see you guys next time.